Okay, so share with the people what we were just talking about before we
I don't
started
even
this.
know if I'm accurate, but
All right.
there's a hymn that my family uses for funerals. It's in Spanish
Okay.
that very, very closely follows the rhythm to the sound of silence. So I have a really hard time
Okay.
with this rhythm because
Okay.
it's been used in funeral. Like I associate it with the passing of my family
So
members.
do you know? So we did. Okay, just so you guys are aware. First off, CliffBeats don't skip off the rip, but the one and only.
Your girl Cameron.
Uh, we did the reaction to Disturbed Sound of Silence. Everyone said we need to check out the original, so we're going back and checking out the original. There also was a live one with like 200 million views. I don't know if that's what you wanted, but we're gonna check out the original audio first. We can go out. We can always go check out the live.
That's right.
Now, I don't know if I know how this is going to sound compared to
Right.
the Disturbed version, but I do vaguely remember some of the lyrics. Guys, go like, go subscribe to Simon and Garfunkel. We're gonna jump into this and not waste time. Stick around for the deep dive at the end. We'll learn more. Ready to rock?
Right.
All right, let's see what we got here. Nope, wrong side.
Get it together.
You get it together. Here we go. Simon and Garfunkel, The Sound of Silence. Thank you for the suggestion, by the way.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked along
Oh, okay.
narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light. Split the night,
Split the night.
touch the sound of silence, and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one did disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell, echoing the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was
That was creative and different.
Yeah, this is way different from what I know from Disturbed's version. Here we go.
And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, the tenement halls, whispering sounds of silence.
Okay. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, this was, even though it was dark and haunting, it was more upbeat than I expected. Does that make any sense? Like there was more of a groove to it than I expected, because the version that we heard was so slow and like haunting, like just
Ominous.
ominous, haunting. It just like pulled on your emotions. This was almost like I don't know. I don't want to say celebratory, but like it just had like a groove to it where I just wanted to like bop.
Yeah, I don't, it wasn't like the other one was haunting. This was more like peaceful, kind of.
Like acceptance.
Yeah, like there
Yeah,
was just something very kind of like calming, or I don't know. I kind of want to really dig into
I do
what
too.
they were trying to create here. I thought the lyrics were just so much of a contrast. Like he's saying he saw this neon sign. I'm thinking, okay, maybe this has to do with them, hitting stardom. And then he's like, people listening without hearing a thing or whatever. I
Yeah.
was like, what? Very, very creative lyrics.
Yeah, creative, a bit abstract too, so it
Yeah.
gets you really thinking about what's going on. But we're gonna do a deep dive right now. When do you think this came out? Don't look. She looked
Zero.
instantly for the. See,
I
look at
didn't
her.
look at anything until you said it. I'm gonna go with. I have zero clue. I'm gonna go 69.
Yes, that's a really good guess. I'm gonna go with 68.
Oh,
Oh,
we've got a groovy thing going.
I can't even. They made it to where you can't copy and paste stuff. I don't know what YouTube's doing. I really don't.
And they
Uh
wake up and they say, "How can we make Cliff Beats hard? Life, Cliff Beats life hard."
oh hey, release date.
Oh no.
That's what we get. We for laughing at
Oh
news bloopers.
no.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's going viral.
Oh,
Keep it.
how
She's
hot is
sweating.
that?
She is sweating. Oh man. All right, here we go. So the release
Oh
date
no.
is 1964. I got it.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. Yes, I lost.
She's still stuck on the hard part. All right. The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel was released twice. Oh,
Twice?
twice. Yeah. First as an acoustic track on October 19th,
Oh.
1964, on their debut album Wednesday Morning at 3 a.m., and later as a remix electric single on September 12th, 1965, which became a number one hit in January of 1966.
So which one did we just listen to?
Oh, we listened to the original one. I don't know.
That had to not be electric, right? No, I don't think I feel like there was
No, I don't
even
think
the
that.
part when it picked up felt acoustic, but
No,
maybe
I don't know. So, let's see.
on
First
which
off,
album?
meaning. Well, don't forget, we're also probably going to do the live performance too.
This is true.
So we'll learn more too. Comment down below if you have any comments on that. All right. So Simon and Garfunkel's 1964 classic, "The Sound of Silence," is fundamentally about the failure of human connection. I guess what I call like 10,000 people, like no one's speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of things going on here. It's like almost like there's a huge disconnect. Co-writer Art Garfunkel described it as a song concerning the inability of people to communicate with each other, and not particularly internationally, but especially emotionally. You know what? This is way ahead of its time, because in 2026 there is a huge disconnect amongst people. Written by a young Paul Simon, it serves as a prophetic warning about societal isolation, superficial interaction, and spiritual emptiness. Well, hey, that's kind of happening right now. So they were way ahead of its time. So core themes and imagery: the inability to communicate. Lines like "people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening" highlight superficial chatter that lacks actual emotional substance or genuine understanding. Isolation and darkness. Opening with "Hello, darkness, my old friend," the narrator seeks refuge in solitude and the dark. Darkness represents a quiet space for deep, honest reflection away from chaotic and different worlds. Artificiality versus truth. The neon light that stabs the night represents commercialism, modern noise, and artificial progress, which distracts humanity from its true meaning. Which you were kind of onto when you said like, oh, stardom, neon, but commercialism. So they were kind of like throwing that in there too. But it is very prophetic. It's very. It's just very creative. So, protests and social unrest. Written during a turbulent era marked by the dawning Vietnam War and the assassination of JFK, the song captures the quiet alienation felt by individuals overwhelmed by societal noise. Damn. So this is written right after the Vietnam War and the assassination of JFK. Or no, wasn't JFK. What year was JFK assassinated?
I don't know. You were asking for me a history lesson.
What year was JFK assassinated? It was 60 something. 63. Yeah, so this came out literally a year later. Ending message. The song concludes with the famous realization that the world of the prophets are written by on the subway walls and tenement halls. So this suggests the true wisdom and raw human truth are not found in official speeches, commercial media, or societal leaders, but in the quiet, overlooked expressions of ordinary people and art. I like that a lot. Because it's true. There's a lot of mouthpieces these days that kind of spew nonsense, and you don't, and there's these headlines and click things that these fake companies are releasing just to make money, because as soon as you click on them they earn some type of revenue from whatever platform they're using. It's just a lot of bullshit that's out there these days, and it seems like if you really want to get to the thick of things, you need to connect with people, and you need to go to the places where everyone's at. That's why I highly suggest people put their phones down every once in a while and enjoy life, because you can get caught up in that stuff, aka doom scrolling, which we all do. Yeah, but it's crazy for this to come out in 1964 and be like, hey, this is where society is heading. We already see it right now. People aren't happy with the Vietnam War. JFK was assassinated. This is a turbulent time, and it's just crazy to even think like right now is also turbulent. It just never has stopped.
And it probably never will, which is probably why this song connects and continues to increase in views.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was very intense, and it definitely does give you this sense of longing for community, but also kind of this understanding of that's just not where things are headed. And really funny when it says like, the neon lights. I'm also thinking of people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening. Social media platform for a while, it was like you just load your photos and there was no videos attached to it, no sound, it was just a photo, and people were making up ideas of what your life would be or whatever. Yeah. And it's just this concept of we never really know unless you talk to people, ask a question, find out what's going on. The people next to you who can speak for themselves, as opposed to people who are making themselves a spokesperson for a group of people, because that becomes that's stop representing true. Everyone when you're trying to represent everyone. That doesn't work.
Yeah, or false narratives too. People, with social media specifically, there's a lot of people who portray this luxurious lifestyle, but you really don't know. And there was an era, like Karen was saying, where people were posting about being on private jets, but there were literal locations you can go where it looked like a private jet, so you could just take pictures for Instagram to make it look like you were popular or famous or wealthy or whatever the case may be. And it's like, then you're following this person who's telling you how to build wealth, but in reality they got, it's just a lot of false leading narratives that I don't like and I don't get behind. That's why even on this channel we say CliffBeats, no script, off the rip. That's always been a tagline here, and we don't do cuts, we don't do edits. Whatever you see happens. If we mess up, we make mistakes, that is life. So we hope that, you guys catch on to that while watching our videos and enjoy the rawness of us learning on the spot. So thank you so much. Good song. I liked it a lot. And it's heavy though. Would I listen to this every single day? I don't know. I don't think so. No, this is a little bit depressing, but it's a good tune. It's a good tune. I liked it a lot. What'd you guys think of it? Where were you at the first time that you heard it? How did it make you feel? How did you interpret it as well? Bring us back in time with you and share your experience, because if this came out in 1964, right after the assassination of JFK and stuff, and people were really going through it, I want to just know how you were feeling and how you interpreted the song. All right, we love you guys. Stay safe. Is there anything you want to add, darling? All right, we love you. Let us know what's next. Comment down below. Like I said, we seen you asking for this. We got you guys covered. You will see a suggestion pop up right here. We hope you guys enjoy it. You ready to rock?
Ready to roll.
All right. Thank you so much for everything, guys. Please show love to Simon and Garfunkel. I will link that in the description down below. That's the most important part of this video. Let's go.